Some good news coming from Portugal, AIMA department. There are very less news you will listen from immigration department of AIMA, but now hopefully you will listen in future as well. And currently you are listening good news. And good news is that AIMA really going to open many offices of AIMA in the Portugal. I mean, more offices of migration will open, and they had a complete plan to finish the backlog with the help of task force. I was naming task force. You must not confuse by the word task force. You just keep in mind this is AIMA, because you know that some people are naming SAF, some people are naming AIMA, now the people are naming task force. But task force, I will tell you, the AIMA is not alone. There are some departments, government departments, there are some lawyers, there are some motivational people who are motivating AIMA to finish the backlog of applications. And first suggestion, the first step of AIMA, you already know, and which is very similar to American visa processing. And that what is that step is that you will upload your documents before your biometric. When you was going earlier to AIMA or SAF. AIMA SAF is single department. Please don't confuse. SAF was previous, AIMA is current. Basically, these departments are same. AIMA, you was giving documents by hand, and remaining process was also occurring, and the time was wasting. And your processing technically started when you gave biometric, and your picture was taken by biometric department of AIMA, and then your process of application starts, which was delaying TRC card. Now currently you will upload your documents well before your biometric date, and when you will upload the document, they will start processing of application like American visa. Now this is very positive thing. This is the point which I think AIMA was not thinking. And task force, because that consists of professional lawyers, ex-SAF officers, and some teachers, and some mind counselor, and some IT specialist. And this is the very good step taken by Portugal government to make task force and to help AIMA. I think they will be very flexible in conversation with the migrants as well, because they were very rigid in conversation with migrants. When migrants were asking question on telephone, or they were not getting authentic, genuine and right information, and they were much worried, and they were just colliding the heads with the wall where we should go, because AIMA department was not responding them by any way. So now currently it's a very good step, and it's real news that they are opening many branches of AIMA. I think in my YouTube channel this news were published almost 15 days or 1 month back, in which I told that special task force being made, and Portugal government is thinking to open more branches of AIMA, and those task forces people will serve in those branches. And that's why in start I will say, you must understand these are AIMA offices. These are not task force. Delete the name task force in your mind, because when you will go, AIMA will be written in these offices, and they will deal you with the name of AIMA. But their behavior, their attitude, and their professionalism will be very different from chronic officers of AIMA. It means government realized that AIMA need help of some professional people. And now in another angle, when I was thinking why government took this step little earlier, I think a current strike of AIMA was blessing for migrants. Initially, I think there were disheartening news. I myself recorded disheartening session. Although I am a very optimistic person, but I am not a pessimistic immigration analyst and immigration consultant. But I need to give some realistic way. By many code words, I tried to tell migrants AIMA will delay applications due to strike. This strike became good news for the migrants. That's why I always say, when there is a bad news, there is a good news hidden within bad news, and there was good news. When IMA did strike, the government issued one statement that in September we are going to solve this issue of overtime, and we are going to solve this issue of shortage of IMA officers. And what was the solution they had already thought, and they actually their plan was out, and we discussed that plan. We also forgot, some 1 month back I told you that government is planning to hire task force, and that task force will open offices, and that those offices name will be also IMA offices, and they will have complete right to process applications of the migrants. And those offices now going to open. One office already opened. I will keep telling you in which city these offices are opening, but many IMO offices are opening now, and now the more emails will come, I think that. And biometric, more biometrics applications, more biometric appointments will be conducted. There will be no much delay in the biometric. Therefore, if you are receiving any cancellation of the email, please, you must be happy, because your case will be in streamlined process. Reason I tell you, because when you will process your application with the new procedure, that procedure is very fast, that procedure is very modified, because that is counseled by new task force. They are very professional people. They will be called as IM officers. Technically they will be part of task force, and they will technically handle you by different way. And that point already they in advance they started. And this new point clearly told that they are following American visa processing. What is American visa processing? Then I will relate that processing with the current IMA processing. American processing, visa processing, is that first of all you fill up a form, and that form goes online to American embassies, and then you go to interview. But before your interview, already they had investigated single each and your everything. Almost they checked your all status, and they all they had almost 90% decided your visa application. That's why after your interview they are able to give visa or refuse visa, because your form which you submitted earlier, they had checked all documents online by their sources. Similarly, when you will upload documents, even you did not go to biometric up until now, your case started, your processing started, your verification started. That time will be saved, and I hope when you will give biometric, just they need to deliver TRC card, or they need to send TRC card in printing section. Thank you.